Hi there, it's Aaron from Racing the Races here, and today we're talking about a new feature that we've released, and good God, this feature's taken us a long time to build, but it is a game changer. One of the most common things that we hear from members who are using Racing the Races is that, sometimes they don't have the time to do the research or to perform the filters, etc., on a given day to get the best use out of the ratings. So, for any of you who have seen the ratings in action before and also seen the ProStats feature, what you'll know is that you have got the capability in ProStats to effectively create systems. Now, what's on screen right now is the proceeds of me pressing the new button that we've added in here, which is the ability to apply all of your previously saved filter sets or systems. You can basically apply them all at once, compare them side by side, see how they're performing. And also with this, what is brilliant is you can plot the graph of all of them all at once, so that you can see that across all of my filter sets in here, or my systems, I've got this much P&L and a 34% ROI, which is pretty damn good. Now, more importantly than that, it's all very well and good having these systems, but this button right here now shows us exactly who applies to this system right now. This shows that there's 16 today. Now, what I'm going to do with that is I'm actually just going to download these selections, and I prefer to download them because it's going to give me some additional information in this CSV file that I'm going to download. So if I just download this file, open it up, and just put it over to this screen, what we can see is these are all the selections that fit today. This is the date, the time that they're running, etc. And we can also see those horses that fit more than one system, which is actually quite interesting. So if you were ever going to be playing some sort of multiple, picking those horses who matched more than one system has got to be a good idea, because we've obviously found this horse here for some reason or other, and we can see the system names that have been qualifying. So these are the horses that are qualifying for two systems. So every time they will show up twice on here. So you see Rich Belief is here once, he's here twice. And obviously it breaks it down by each system that has found qualifiers today. So my Chelmsford S1 has found 3, my recent UVT, my recent UVT2, and my Wolves S1. And of course, throughout all of those, there are some combinations. So what it looks like is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's actually 4 horses that qualify for recent UVT2 and 4 horses that qualify for recent UVT. Now, the rules of these systems have all been predefined. I've created them as part of a process, and if you watch some of the other videos, you'll be able to see exactly how we use ProStats in order to be able to create these systems. But how brilliant is it to be able to simply press a single button to download them and know exactly which horses we want to focus on. And then possibly if we wanted to perform some subjective analysis and actually go in and have a look at them, then you could do so. Just for your information, this is the one that I downloaded yesterday, right? So I was again testing my systems and testing this process out before we made this video, funny enough. And I noticed that Nam came up twice. So it was the only horse that came up twice yesterday. Now, if anybody remembers the results from yesterday, effectively Nam won. And I believe the BFSP for that was significant. At least I got a pretty hefty BFSP. I don't play bets every day. However, in this particular instance, having seen Nam come up twice, effectively qualifying for 2 systems, I then went into the web ratings, and I went to the race itself and actually had a look at it. And the race was the 7:35 at Leopardstown. So the race was the 7:35 at Leopardstown. So what I did with that is simply went and checked out the race, and I actually placed 2 bets on the race. I looked at Nam and I thought, well, look, he's been picked by 2 systems. I can't help but actually pick him. But I actually bet on RTR2 as well, and I bet on RTR2 based on this Holy Roman Emperor sire stat. I thought if he's RTR2, he had odds bigger than his value odds based on the ratings at the time, and yeah, I thought there was a chance that going was gonna suit that horse over and above anything else in the race. If you look at every other horse in here, there's not very, there's another Holy Roman Emperor right down here. But I thought that was worth a saver on it, because I would have been annoyed if that had pipped me. So anyway, I placed 2 bets in the race. $5. I'm in Australia, so I actually placed $5 on Nam, and I placed $5 on Finding Hero, as a direct result of downloading this CSV and realising this horse qualified for 2 of my systems. So I'll just quickly bring up a screenshot of the actual bets placed. 1 second. And as you can see from my betting slip here, I don't place very many manual bets. The last time I placed a manual bet was on the 25th of June this year. And before that, and after that, I just placed the 2 yesterday, both on that same race in Leopardstown. And of course I picked Nam, and what I actually did is I picked odds way above what it was at the time. I think when I was looking at the horse, it was like 20.0. So I placed a bet of $5 at 30.0 with the view to take the SP if it didn't hit 30.0. And actually, funny enough, it did actually trade at 30.0 before the race. So it took 30.0 as my odds. And you can see that I actually got the BSP on Finding Nero. So I obviously got lucky with it drifting out before the race and getting 30.0. It ended up going off at 15.5. But nonetheless, that was certainly a result. And I wouldn't have found it. I wouldn't have found it as quickly as I did if it wasn't for this very simple button to apply all filter sets, download selections, and very quickly be able to see that there's a horse that qualifies for more than one of my systems. Therefore, it may be worth having a bit of a bet on it. So hopefully you enjoy that feature. It is absolute game changer. If you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to reach out on the live chat. Liam will be more than willing to help you out if he can. Thank you.